If you have ever felt stuck, like you had an invisible ceiling or invisible threads holding you back, you felt the joy of success, but wanting to get to that next level somehow eluded you, this is for you. Hey, beautiful human, it's me, Rebecca Wiener McGregor, and welcome to another episode of Effective Immediately. And today we're talking part 2 about how healing trauma fuels your business growth. And let's be frank here, not just your business growth. You are the common denominator of your whole life. So this ability to heal old trauma, recent trauma, financial trauma, heart trauma, health trauma, being betrayed, being hurt, being injured, these kinds of things can actually shift the way that you view the world. And healing them will help bring you back to the beliefs that you want to believe about yourself so that you can move forward. We did another series of this conversation last week, and so I invite you to join us today as we dive in a little bit deeper. Okay, as always, it is extremely important and valuable for you to look at this through the lens of curiosity, not as a place or way to judge yourself. There's plenty of judgment going on in the world, and you do not need to be judging yourself during this conversation, at least. So, looking at some of the reasons that, some of the ways that helping you to heal your trauma will unlock this invisible door. It will break through this invisible ceiling. It will cut those threads that hold you back. Now, it's important for you to recognize here that everyone has some kind of trauma. It is not unusual to have trauma. Pretty much everyone has. You know, I don't really like to speak in absolutes, but if you're a human on this planet and you've experienced pain of any kind, it may be a little bit of pain, a little bit of trauma, or you've experienced a lot of loss, a moment of shame, a moment of betrayal, a moment of being hurt by someone else, then you have had trauma in your life. Now, you don't need to judge the quality of the trauma. It doesn't have to be a certain kind of trauma to be meaningful enough to change, to shift, to heal. And you don't have to go searching for it right now. Just know that your subconscious mind is a storage file for every experience that you've ever been in. And every experience that you have, there are beliefs formed about who you are, especially as a child, when your brain is nice and spongy and will take on the beliefs of people around you based on their behavior, based on their words, based on their actions, and even the lens that you see the world through when you're a little person, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. You start to see how the world works through your eyes. Yes, we're all a bunch of adults, and never mind, I'm not going to go there. Walking around, being run by our childhood experiences, our childhood beliefs, until we take the time to start to work on them. Now, many of us have been working on our awareness. We've been working on our mindset. We've been trying to up-level ourselves. We have up-leveled ourselves. And sometimes that missing piece is to go back and heal the past experiences. That is my specialty. So let's dive in a little bit here. One of the things that happens as a result to healing your experiences is that you get to build authentic confidence and leadership. Now, what does this mean really? What this means is when you heal a past experience where there was doubt, where there was a hypervigilance that was created, a bit of anxiety that was created, a bit of anger, a bit of sadness, those are usually right there present in any kind of trauma that we deal with. And then what happens is a belief is created that we are not worthy of the things that we want. And it may be subtle. It may be a tiny little thread that's been running in the background. But often that feeling of maybe I can't have what I want. Maybe I can't have it the way that I want. Maybe success isn't for me. Maybe success isn't for the kind of person I am or the family I have. Maybe success at the level I want it would make me bad. Maybe I couldn't handle the level of success that I want. Maybe if I got to the level of success that I say that I want, my whole life would fall apart. These are just some of the thoughts that can be operating in the background, causing you to sabotage your experience, causing you to sabotage your levels of success. Now, when you heal the trauma, meaning you take the energy and the pain and the physical response and the hypervigilance and the emotion out of it that causes you to believe those things, and you fuel it back in, you fill it back in and fuel it with love and confidence and deep self-trust, what do you think happens? Of course, what happens is that you build your self-worth. You build your value. You begin to see things in a different way through the lens of having a belief in yourself that you can do it, that it is possible, that you can have the kind of success that you want, and that you can grow and manage what you're creating along with your creation. That along the way, you'll become the person that you need to be to have the success that you want. It seems simple, right? But it's hard to get there through our conscious mind. We really have to work on this. You can get there through your conscious mind. It's going to take longer and it's going to be harder. It's not going to be as much fun. As you heal through your subconscious mind, you make swift shifts. Say that 5 times fast. You make swift shifts that allow you to take action, to not spend a lot of time second guessing your decisions, to operate within your values and standards so that you are not reinventing the wheel every time you have to make a decision. You know what needs to be done and you move in that direction and it becomes automatic. Your ability to take action and move in the direction that you want becomes automatic when you are steeped in your standards, when you are steeped in your values, and you know who you are. Peeling away all these layers of old stories, old paradigms, conditioning that you have carried in your life helps you become more of who you are, that you get to know yourself better than you've ever known yourself before. That is a very, very powerful gift to give yourself. It is a very powerful investment in yourself to do this. Okay, as you embrace then your authentic self, knowing who you are, knowing the way that you want to be, your standards and your values, you get to forge deeper connections with those people that you lead, your clients, your team, and then what happens? You create greater transformation. You create powerful teamwork. You have this level of trust in this level of connection that allows you to have no resistance or so much less resistance to the goal that you can get there so much faster. Now, I want to tell you a little story about the things that my sister and I can accomplish together. One of the reasons that we can accomplish really big things together, even physical healings, even mindset shifts in a very short amount of time, is because we have no resistance to each other. We trust each other completely. We trust each other with our hearts. We trust each other knowing that we would never hurt one another. So imagine if you could build on that in your business, with your clients, with your family, with the relationships that you have, your partner, your children, where you remove those threads of resistance. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be as close as I am to my sister or as open as we are to each other with everybody. Of course, you use your discernment. But the thing that happens here is that when you allow yourself to be your most authentic, you let your true personality come out. You let yourself be the person that you really are. You create less resistance. Let me try that again. You create less resistance to your message, to your mission, to your purpose, to your healings, to your teamwork, to your relationships, to your communication. You trust yourself more, and that invites other people to trust you more. Have you ever heard the phrase, your energy is your introduction? And what that means really is that people see you, feel you, have an understanding of you when they first meet you based on your energy. And they're not thinking about it consciously, usually, but it is happening in the background. You know that feeling when you meet someone and that you just know something is off and they don't quite feel right to you, and they're not going to be the person that helps you. They're not going to be the person that you invite on your team. They're not going to be the person you go on another date with because of that feeling. Now, imagine that you trust yourself so much that you have done the efforting to heal your past. And I don't say hard work here because it's not hard work, it's effort. You've put in the effort. You've cleared up who you are. You know yourself better than ever. Even though you're a growing person, even though you are a shifting, evolving, transforming person, you know yourself as well as you can right now. And that sets a foundation for how you know yourself in the future. You build an awareness to yourself. And as you do that, the love and trust that you have for yourself ripples out, and people start to recognize that about you. The feeling that they get when they meet you is going to be different because of the level that you trust yourself. Okay, so as you are embracing your authenticity, as you are loving and trusting yourself, guess what happens next? You release imposter syndrome. As you love and trust yourself, you're going to love and trust your gifts even more. Your medicine, your magic, the things that you can create in this world without a lot of effort, those genius things, those genius skills and artistry that you have within you. And you use those as the foundation of what you create in this world, there will not be that incongruence that makes you feel like an imposter. The worthiness, the trust that you have for yourself, when you show up as your full self, without the worry of the haters, without the worry of someone saying something that would be painful or frustrating based on who you are. With the full trust and knowledge that the people that need you, the people that want to be on your team, the people that want to work with you, the clients that you want to help will hear your authenticity. They will feel your congruence, and they will be excited to reach out to work with you because you ring true. Because there is no incongruence, there is no something's off. Just take that in for a moment. What a powerful feeling that is to create within yourself. Now, what's so beautiful is that when you are truly authentically yourself, you create an energetic alignment with your true self and the true self of the people that you want to be connected to, working with, as your clients, moving the world with your mission with. All of that comes from you being true to yourself, honoring who you are, honoring what you're here to create, honoring the people that you want to work with, and all this judgment that came from all of this trauma is switched into discernment. So there's not you holding yourself back. No longer are you holding yourself back. No longer are you hiding your true self. You're taking yourself on. You are operating from your values and standards. And when you do that in a loud and proud way, you attract other people who are interested in what you've got to share. Maybe not even just interested, they are committed. This makes you magnetic. This makes you so powerful with the people that you want to work with and the people who have been looking for you. And when I say powerful, I'm not talking about you having power over them. I'm talking about you being a light where they can find you and that you can share your magic with the people who want it. In this way, you get to be receiving more clients, more business, the team that you want, more opportunities, instead of chasing them. Remember, what we chase runs away because of the underlying feeling of fear. But when we are in this magnetic state, when we know who we are, we trust who we are, we trust our vision and our mission, then we begin to attract people to us that want that as well. With your magnetic presence, you draw people in with your authenticity. And it'll feel good to you because you are creating magic with them and they are receiving the magic and you are receiving their magic too. The thing is, when you heal this old gunk that puts people at different levels, you recognize we're all on the same level. Some of us are just on different stages of the path. But one of my favorite quotes ever is, we're all just walking each other home. Ram Dass. When you stop seeing yourself as less than or greater than because of these old stories that are running, or the idea that you're less than because of these old stories that makes you want to switch the level that you're at, long for a different level, chase a different level, chase being something that you are not authentically, then you're working so hard and you're not getting where you want to go. But when you operate from that authentic place, you've stripped away the conditioning, you've stripped away the stories, you've stripped away the beliefs about who you are and how the world works, and you come home to what is really true for you, who you are, what your standards are, what your values are, what your real mission is, and what you want to create. That clarity will be a powerful magnet to the people that you want to work with and the people who want to work with you. So you don't have to worry about getting out there in a way that is forceful or pushy. You don't have to worry about those things because you will be magnetic to the person who wants to work with you, who wants to be on your team, who wants to be shoulder to shoulder with you in your mission. And you'll be magnetic to them. You'll be magnetized to them as well. Okay, as you do this, of course, you are building impactful relationships. What a powerful thing to be able to collaborate. Remember, we've talked a ton about releasing competition and being in a collaborative place because it's way more fun. It's way more fun. You get to go further, faster, and you get to enjoy the benefits of community. We are hardwired to be in community with other people. And when we have trauma running our lives, making us hypervigilant, anxious, stressed out, exhausted, we will create excuses to be more by ourselves. We will create excuses to push other people away and try to do everything on our own. And when we try to do everything on our own without the benefit of help, we suffer. We suffer because it takes so much energy to push everyone away. It takes energy to hold on to the armor that says, everyone's not safe to me. There's no one that's safe to me. It takes energy to try to keep people away instead of using your discernment, trusting yourself, letting go of the feeling of being on guard to everyone, and creating a community to drive your mission forward. And when I say mission, you know I'm talking about the things that you want to share with this world, the message you want to share with the world, the communities that you want to create, the healings that you want to create for the world, the support that you have to offer, the technology that you have to offer, the medicine, whatever kind of medicine that you are creating for this world. It is easier to do in a collaborative space, building impactful relationships and moving together forward. Okay, give yourself a breath. Let me know how this is feeling, because all of this is moving you from a place where you have been pushing and striving, maybe with some threads of survival mode in there, to a place of thriving. I know we hear that word a lot, but let's think about just for a moment what thriving means to you. Feeling a foundation of happiness and peace, maybe even a foundation of bliss. A place where you always can come back to this feeling. No matter what's happening in the world, you have this inner strength that says that you are resilient, you are powerful, you are a powerful creator. You are here to move the world. You are here to support the world. You are here to bring your medicine to the world. That you always come back to that belief, no matter what happens. Because, of course, healing your past gunk, as I like to call it, does not mean that your life is going to be perfect going forward. I have been doing this work for 20 years, and my life is nowhere near perfect. It is perfectly imperfect, but I have a resilience and strength and belief in myself that whatever happens, I will find a way through it. Whatever happens, that I will learn something, that I will move through it, I will gain strength, I will gain lessons, and that even failure is not the opposite of success. It is steps on the way to success. So I can fail, and believe me, I have. I've talked about it here. But I'm not a failure. And when you operate from that place that you are going to put yourself and your mission and your reasons, your standards, and your values first, and you're going to become that authentic person that you want to be, where there's no hiding, there's no tucking yourself away, there's no needing to have your guard up, there's no separation. You're not creating yourself as an island, but you're allowing yourself to be seen. You're allowing yourself to be loved. You're allowing yourself to be magnetic to the people who want to work with you, the people who believe in you. It's a completely different life. You don't change really the core of who you are. You just get to become more of who you are. You get to love yourself in a whole new way. You get to trust yourself in a deeper way that allows you to move forward with conviction. And that is a powerful place to be, because we know that the universe loves clarity. The universe loves your certainty, and everything that you move forward in with that level of clarity and certainty makes you so powerfully magnetic to the people, the opportunities, the mission, all of it. The understanding, the partners, the collaborators, every bit of it. Now, if you're watching and you don't have a business and you maybe don't even know what your mission is, peeling back all these layers, even just a few of them, begins to create space between your thoughts for you to see and feel who you are and what you bring to the table. Maybe you're building your own table. Wherever you are in this mission, wherever you are in this journey, there is no wrong place to be. Okay, so you're ready for your effective immediately moment of the week where you get to have a mindset shift. Okay? So at any time you are thinking about your mission, and I know that's a big word, right? You're thinking about your vision for your life, for your business, for your family, for your community. And you want so much for them, and you want so much for yourself, and you feel like you're not quite getting there. There's some little thread of something holding you back. I want you to ground yourself, put your hands on your heart, take a breath, feel some love for yourself. Even if you're not exactly sure what that always means, just feel some love for yourself, for everything that you've been, everything that you are, and everything that you want to be. And just say to yourself, where I am now is a stepping stone to where I want to be. I get to enjoy this place, and when I'm ready, I get to take the next step. Just relieve some pressure. And if you want to learn how I help people heal trauma, help people get super clear about their values and their standards and start living by them and even creating their legacy, I want you to go to RebeccaWiener.com and schedule a consultation with me, or connect with me in the DMs wherever you see this video. I would love to communicate with you, and I would love to help you, support you, guide you to releasing what no longer serves you, so that you can magnetize all the things that you need to, all the things that you want to, the love, the experiences, the opportunities, and the joy. You deserve all of it. Okay, have a beautiful week. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.